So hey guys, this is Navdeep Singh Jidla. Thank you for clicking this thumbnail. I'm a director at Delhi Immigration Services. Today we are talking about a very important topic. Again, all those students who are having overall 6 not less than 5.5, they are confused whether or not they should apply with this score or they should reattempt the test and score 6 each, which is basically majorly touted as a minimum requirement. See, we understand that most of the colleges have increased their requirements for admission basically, and they want students with 6 each. Then further, most of them also require 60% or more in the highest qualification. So now, what about those students who are having 6 overall, not less than 5.5? Even some of the students are having 6.5 in 2 modules, 6 in 1 and 5.5 in 1. So overall score is 6. So now these students are confused because they have done their part, but still they are lagging by just 0.5. Overall their percentage is also more than 65%. So what these students should do now? I understand most of the consultants who are, I would say, untrained or probably not that much knowledgeable, because it totally depends on person to person how you do the filing. So as most of you also understand that most of the colleges have increased the requirements to 6 each, and so which means that you cannot apply if you're having overall 6 not less than 5.5 if your profile is very weak. All right, embassy has not increased or mentioned anywhere in the law, there's no mention of that if you're having 6 each only then you can apply. If at overall 6 not less than 5.5 you can get an admission, can get an offer letter. Based on that you can apply, but please keep in mind only an expert should file your case. If anyone, I've seen so many refusals. So many students came to my office and saying that we got refusal. So when we went back to check what documents were enclosed, and I was so shocked because the application was presented so roughly, I would say. So there was no proper documentation happened. So in this case what I'm saying is you can get the visa at overall 6 not less than 5.5 if your overall percentage in 10th and 12th or in the highest qualification if you have bachelor's is more than 65% or 70 or even more, and you have at least 6.5 in 2 modules, you have 6 in 1, you have 5.5 in 1, so there's still a wonderful chance of getting the visa. See why I'm saying that you can get the visa. See, it all boils down to we need to convince the visa officer that you are a genuine student and you would be able to complete your studies in Canada. How can you do that? You have to present the right documentation. Students even who are having overall 7 or less than 6, they're also getting rejections only because of the documentation. It doesn't mean that if you're having overall 6 not less than 5.5 you cannot get the visa. Yes, the students who already went to Canada, they had laid down a very negative kind of image for the students, that students who are coming from North India region, they might demonstrate low level of language proficiency, which means that they might not be able to create a good learning environment in the colleges, in the classes. I am not saying that. There are so many news articles, and if you have any connections in Canada you can talk to them. So that's the sheer reality of the current situation in colleges. So what I'm saying is with overall 6 not less than 5.5 there is always a chance if an expert is submitting your file. Getting an offer letter is not a big deal, but getting a visa is a great deal. To do that you need to have right person in place who is filing your visa, who is enclosing proper documentation, keeping the study permit law in mind. So how we can help you? We can definitely help you with rigorous documentation. If you're having 6.5 in 2 modules, 5.5 in 1 or 6 in 1, overall 6 not less than 5.5, having 65% plus, in your 12th standard or in your graduation, please come to us. Even if you're having gap, not an issue, but yeah, it shouldn't be more than 2 years. And if it is more than 2 years, it must be justified. If you're having the similar kind of profile, please come to us so that we can definitely help you with rigorous documentation. And yes, we can still target May intake, but yes, certainly very few seats are left, but yes, we can still try. But if your percentage is low, for example, if you're having less than 50 but you're having 6 seats, then again you can choose some programs at certain colleges selectively. For that, we will help you definitely, because we have certain colleges who will accept your application with low percentage